Once upon a time, in a peaceful village, there lived a young man named Balu. He was born into a wealthy family, and his father owned a successful business. But instead of learning how to work, Balu spent his days wasting money on luxuries, enjoying life without any responsibility. He never tried to do anything useful and believed that wealth would always be there. His parents often warned him, "You should learn how to work, son. Wealth doesn't last forever." But Balu never listened. One day, everything changed. His father's business faced a huge crisis, and within months, they lost everything. Forced to leave their grand house, they moved to a small hut in the same village. For the first time, Balu faced the harsh reality of life. He tried to find a job, but he had no skills. No one wanted to hire a man who had never worked a day in his life. Helpless and frustrated, Balu wandered through the village, questioning his fate. That's when he met an old sage sitting under a banyan tree. Balu sighed. "I had everything, and now I have nothing. I don't know how to survive." The sage looked at him with wisdom in his eyes and said, "Life is like the sky, always changing. Those who don't prepare for the storm will be swept away. Let me share a story that will show you what happens when comfort takes over courage." Once, a group of eagles found an isolated island in the middle of the ocean. The island had plenty of fish, and there were no dangerous predators. Life was easy, and the young eagles believed they had found paradise. They grew lazy, never sharpening their claws or practicing their flight. An old eagle warned them, "If you stay here forever, you'll forget how to fight for survival. The world is unpredictable, and you must stay strong." But the young eagles laughed. "Why struggle when we have everything we need?" they said. Months passed, and suddenly, one day, a boat arrived. It left behind a few wild leopards on the island. At first, the eagles ignored them, believing they were safe. But soon, the leopards realized the eagles had grown weak, their claws dull, their wings slow. They attacked, and the eagles who once ruled the sky became helpless victims. When the old eagle returned to check on them, all she found were injured, helpless eagles and the remains of those who couldn't escape. The sage looked at Balu and said, "Comfort is a trap, my son. When life is too easy, we stop growing, but challenges shape us. If you don't embrace struggle, one day life will throw a test you cannot escape." Balu finally understood his mistake. He stopped blaming fate and decided to take responsibility for his life. He worked hard, learned new skills, and slowly found a decent job. Over the years, he gained experience and started his own small business. With persistence and wisdom, he revived his father's lost business, making it profitable again. Finally, after years of struggle, they moved back to their own house, not as dependents, but as self-made people. A comfortable life may seem like a blessing, but without challenges, we lose our strength. Growth comes from facing difficulties, not avoiding them. If this story inspired you, don't forget to like, share, and comment below. And remember, never fear challenges because they are the path to greatness.